Hey everyone, welcome to the CaptainDrone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and we have Jedi Steve here, and he's going to be flying this plane by FMS. This is the FMS F-18 version 2.
It's a 64mm fan unit. It runs on a 22 to up to a 2600 4S LiPo. And one thing I want to mention after flying it a couple of times, make sure that you stick the battery all the way as far back as you can this way towards the tail. Put a little block of foam if you have to prevent the battery from moving forward, because if you don't do that, it might fly a little wonky. Plus, you might have a hard time actually taking off because the nose will be just too heavy. So, but if you push it all the way back, it takes off in no time.
Wise words from Jedi Steve, and we're going to see that here as we fly. Now, I have flown the free wing version of this, and I will say the free wing version, I didn't find it to have an awful lot of thrust, but I've watched Jedi Steve fly the FMS version, and it seems to have a bit more thrust. Yeah, it seems to go. So we're going to see it in this video. Let's go. Steve, what radio are you using for this flight?
I'm using a Eachine TX16S, which is the same thing as a Radio Master.
Ah, nice.
And yeah, it works great for it. Another thing I wanted to mention, the magnet is not super strong, so maybe FMS, if you can fix that eventually. I have to end up putting just a little pin just to make sure that it doesn't pop off. I guess somebody could replace it with a stronger magnet too.
Okay, Jedi Steve is ready to go, so I'm going to zoom into him. Anytime, Jedi Steve! Should pop up in the air in no time. There she goes. Very well balanced. Look at that. Can you bring it down for a low pass? Yeah. Okay, he's coming down. There he goes. Sounds beautiful. Gonna come a lower pass here. Oh, almost lost it. He's going so fast. One more and then you can land her. Coming down again, here he comes. This should be funny. I've stuck camera gear down here. Jedi Steve has to land over it. So here he comes. Coming. Oh, he's missed it nicely. He's coming. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And he's in the grass, but that's okay. I got to turn back to Jedi Steve. All right.
Second turn.
So, give some words of wisdom about flying this plane.
Wisdom, it's very easy to fly. The power is more than enough. I'll take the gears off eventually on it. I think it looks even.
And do a hand launcher?
Gears. Make it a hand launcher, yeah. But otherwise there's no issues with that plane. Just make sure that battery is pushed all the way back as far as you can, and it'll take off just like it did this time. You'll see it's a very enjoyable plane.
Sounds good. Well, let's do another flight, and I'm going to chase it with an FPV drone. Sounds good?
Good to me.
All right.
When you're ready, you yell ready. Okay, here we go. Good thing we're done. I just lost my front wheel. Unfortunately, my wheel fell off, but right at the end of the landing, so no damage, no nothing. But I guess that little plug that they put at the end there would be probably better if they put a proper metal collar or something. So I'll have to fix that. Otherwise, it was all good.
All right, the next thing I want to show you is what you get in the box when you receive the F-18 and how easy it is to assemble. So check this out. Here we have the box. The FMS F-18 V2 comes in. Opening the box, you can see inside all the components are well packaged. Items in the box include the manual, the main fuselage, the main wings, along with the wing spar, the horizontal stabilizers, and the vertical stabilizers. The optional landing gear comes in a bag, as does the hardware to assemble the plane. And now let me show you how easy it is to assemble this plane. First, take the wing spar and pass it through the main fuselage. Loosen the electrical cables from the main fuselage and main wings. Next, pass the wing spar through the center of each wing. Then connect the two cables and push the wing into position. Then tuck the cable into the space provided. Secure both wings into place with the included 4 screws. To install the horizontal stabilizers, you will require some glue. Once you apply glue to the horizontal stabilizers, push them into position. Once the glue dries, attach the included control rod from the servo to the control horn as shown here. To install the vertical stabilizers, again you will require glue. Once you glue them into position, ensure they are at the correct angle. If you wish to install the landing gear, it fits in place as shown with the bracket and 2 screws. Do the same on the other side and your landing gear is pretty much installed. To install the nose landing gear, it is as simple as pushing it through the metal cylinder and tightening the grub screw. The nose cone needs to be glued in place. All of the armament and fuel pods are all attached with a glue. Simply find out where they go, add some glue, and install. Jedi Steve just reminded me that I should tell you that when you get the F-18, you can fly it with the armament on it. It will fly a little slower, or you can leave it off. This is a photo of it with the armament on. I took this photo after I assembled it. So, final thoughts from Jedi Steve. Give me your final thoughts. What do you think? Good, bad? What do you think? Do you like it? Are you going to keep it?
I might keep it. You never know. Yeah, it's a good-looking plane. It flies great. I can't wait to take the wheels off. That's the way I like it. I like just as a hand launcher. I think it looks even better in the air. But yeah, nothing wrong with it really, other than the little things we mentioned.
Yeah, with the wheel falling off.
Yeah, that's it.
I have to tell you too, this is the second plane we've flown where the front wheel falls off. It's when you're on this gravel runway that we're on here, it's rough, yeah. It's very rough and it vibrates everything, and the wheels fall off if they're not held on well.
Yeah, but it's an easy fix with either a tie wrap that you wrap around and CA it, whatever, or a proper metal collar. So exactly. I'll fix that, but I might even take the wheels off, like I say, completely.
Sounds good. And what would you say, I know beginners, I have a lot of beginners who watch my channel. Would you say not their first plane?
Oh no,
definitely not. It's too small and you'll lose orientation, but what, second plane, third plane?
Maybe second, third plane. There's probably better choices for your first EDF, but once you know how to fly an EDF, which will fly a little faster than your typical trainer, that's right, and you keep the rates pretty low, very easy to fly. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Jedi Steve, for flying the plane and allowing me to film. Also, Jedi Steve now owns this plane because he loved it so much when I brought it out. He says, could I have it? And I said, sure. So thanks, guys. If you want to know more about this plane, check the links below. If you have questions on this plane, post them below and I'll get back to you. And yeah, it's not super expensive, and I think there's even a Father Day sale on right now, so you might want to check it out. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Jedi Steve right on, and I will catch you in a future video with many more cool product reviews. Until then, I say bye.